gotta sing. You gotta sing.
يا من رايد الخير افطن وانتبه لي واستمع زين يا قايد نجاتك حضرك بالعزاء عد فاطمة زين توفيك بمماتك إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين إذا مالك علاقة ويا الحسين شد في ايدك صلاتك صدقني عظيمة دمعة العين تغفر سيئاتك اي معجزة الخدامة تظهر بالقيامة قول معجزة الخدامة تظهر بالقيامة اي وقت الخوف انت تشوف الخير كله الخير كله يا من يا من ايدك اخدم واترك الخير تعبك ليه عند حسين الخير كله خدمة حسين الخير كله خدمة من هالمنبر اسمع هالنصيحة خلي النوح طبعك عالمظلوم عندك خلي صيحة والزهرة تسمعه إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة إذا ما طايف حسين بضريحة يا حج الينفع تقول يا حج الينفع الله يبارك بزاير ذبيحة وحسين يرفعك هلا أجري لزار مرة شنو حجة وألف عمره أجري لزار مرة حجة وألف عمره يمكن تصريح مكة تصيح الخير كله بخدمته الخير كله يا من رايد اخدم واترك الخير يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير تعبك زين عند حسين الخير كله خدمته الخير كله خدمته حسين الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله بالآية المبينة مشي بيناتهن تفسيرة تلقاه بدرة ثمينة مشى يعتني وصرخ حسينة مشى يعتني وصرخ حسينة مشى يعتني وصرخ حسينة وزوره باربعينه الما يعتقد حسين مولاه بإشكال دينه اسمع اي جبريل بعظمته خادم يما شفته جبريل بعظمته خادم يما شفته اي هالمرسول هو يقول شو يقول الخير كله بخدمته الخير كله الخدم يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير تعبك زين عند حسين الخير جهنم منا تبرد. إذا شنو الثواب اللي ينفق المال في خدمة العترة؟ في خدمة العترة. إذا تنطي لأبو سجاد مثقال يرد الصاع 10، يرد الصاع 10. غنيم حسين هذا واقع الحال، واحنا اليمه فرح، واحنا اليمه فرح. ابو سجاد ما يحتاج واحد، ابو سجاد ما يحتاج واحد. كل الكون يعرفون الخير كله بخدمته، الخير كله بخدمته. يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك الخير، يا من رايد الخير اخدم واترك. لا تذهب صوتك.
Yeah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على خير خلقه أجمعين محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أصحابهم الغر الميامين، واللعن الدائم على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Respected brothers and sisters watching from wherever you may be, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, be with you. Ogutula nomusa nebusiso zagazimu zibenani nonke konke lani khona kagiso musa le matlhogonolo a Ramasedi abelelona kaofela molileng. This is it. This is the last segment. It's the last segment and also the last part of the last segment of After the Massacre, inshallah. While waiting for our guest to arrive to deliver his beautiful lecture series, Caravan of Salvation, inshallah. First day he spoke to us last night, sweet and short, sweet and concise last night, delivered his message in a matter of 30 minutes, mashallah. Many lessons that we have learned from him. So tonight, inshallah, is the closure for that, and we are here for it. Oh yes, we are here for it. Just an announcement of events that are happening this weekend, inshallah. Oh yeah, today, September in South Africa is Heritage Month. So I am showcasing my heritage as well. My vendor side, my father's side, my father's side, shwe, my mother's side, yes. So I'm showcasing my heritage here. What is happening this weekend is tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, as you can see here, we are having our water drive in Soweto, inshallah, in Soweto, inshallah, our water drive. Alhamdulillah, we've raised a good amount of money, but please continue contributing for the sake of our Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, so that our service in honor of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam extends and becomes long and lasts long.
I'm not coming here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
So
make a
that is what is happening tomorrow, inshallah. And on Saturday we have our Arba'in program also in Soweto, inshallah ta'ala, where we honor Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam and his valiant stance in Karbala, along with his companions, the 72, including his 17 family members in Soweto, inshallah ta'ala. It will also be streamed on Facebook. The link is there on the Muahi page, Muahi ZA, facebook.com/muahi.cs, muahi.cs, or just search at muahi.cs. Please switch on the light.
What's the ring light to make it sparkling?
My director. Anyway, our speaker is here. Those are the two events that are happening this weekend. Kindly contribute to the water drive and to the Arba'in program as well. Kindly contribute in honor of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein, salawatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. Without any further ado, let us invite our guest to deliver, as I said, the closure of after the massacre, before Arba'in, then inshallah ta'ala, of course, we will meet him again in other programs, inshallah. Shaykhana Umfundi Maula Mzwa, Ja'far, inshallah. Over to you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teach us through you.
Amin, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Alhamdulillah. Now, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين سيما بقية الله في العارضين ولعنة الله من أعطائهم إلى يوم هذا وإلى يوم الدين. أما بعد فقال تعالى في محكم الكتاب بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لمن يحييكم صدق الله العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone who is watching. Khoza Allah mungwaro na ibede dona ohle bashibile kumahayi inshallah kirata tile kile bo Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for chune bu pilam pile ngono today for kipile kitlo khona ho kamatsa ta kitlo khona thola no opportunity or kitlo khona ho mururisa ampa chune ngwa hore ke kgona mo rorisa ka bophelo ba mpile bona ke molebo gape go inspire pelo ya ka le pelo tsa rona gore re be le lerato gape le tumelo ya Islam re be le lerato la Ahlul Bayt ke molebo gape gore neela tšhono gore re be among the people ba lo reng ke followers of the last Imam of our time, which is Imam Zaman. Now, inshallah, in my last segment, inshallah, I'll be talking about the community. As we have said that the topic in Sekita Makayo, the topic which is titled the Caravan of Salvation. And then we said that in order for us to become the members or to become among those who are embarked in the caravan of Imam Hussein, which is the Caravan of Salvation, the caravan that represented the truth, the caravan that represented the true revolution, the caravan that represented true freedom, which is the caravan of Imam Hussein. So in order for us to become those who have embarked into the caravan of Imam Hussein, we must first start with ourselves, our journey any journey starts with ourselves, internally or externally, but it starts with ourselves in order to purify ourselves. And we have coupled this caravan of Imam Hussein as the caravan of true life, because even though they were going towards their end, the end of their life, it was indeed the beginning of life, the true life. So therefore we said Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us, is inviting us to that which gives us life. And we said that in order for us to have a meaningful life, we need to have a meaningful purpose that is coined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, since He is the originator of life itself. So in order for us to live eternally while we are alive in this world, we have to follow the commandments, teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Spoke about ourselves, that we need to change ourselves, and the changes are there in the recording. And also we spoke about that after changing ourselves, we should also implement the changes to our families before we go outside. As we said that Manong Aja, like before you start feeding others, you need to first feed your family. So therefore, it means that anything that you want to implement outside, you need to implement it inside your own home, protect your own home. Now today, inshallah, I'm speaking about community, the importance of a community, or in order the community, we need to be conscientizing ourselves, making ourselves aware about the struggle of Imam Hussein, and be inspired in such a way that we find we want to aspire to become among the people who will be protecting, or will be among those who embarked into the caravan of Imam Hussein, which is the caravan of salvation, because all of us want to be saved. Because the society that we live in, it is structured in such a way that it only promotes that which is a hindrance to our souls. It is a hindrance to our spiritual growth. It is a hindrance to our humanity growth. It is a hindrance entirely to the growth of a human, the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which He highly favored. Now, inshallah, today I'll be speaking about communities. I've said that since community, what are we speaking about? Islam, and those who will be inspired to be following the Islam. So, Islam, we need to organize ourselves. We need to collect ourselves in order for a common goal, to have a common mission. We need to collect ourselves, and then have our own way of life. Inshallah, it is said that the Taotes nan seboka, the siwaki, and kiki noni itfot. Meaning that if you are not organized, a simple work, simple work in we are not even organized. Simple work, it can be done by even an individual, or like anyone can even make us it could be difficult for us to achieve, or to that so Gaho, inshallah, as I've said, that we need to organize ourselves, and the first thing that we need to organize ourselves on, since all of us we believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe we mainly believe in the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we believe in the oneness of Allah, we believe in the prophethood of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we believe in the Imamat, we believe in the Yawmul Qiyamah, we believe all those things that are in the we need to organize ourselves, call each other and organize ourselves. Now the moving forward is that we need to have a mission, because we are organizing ourselves with no mission. It's a recipe for disaster. So we need to organize ourselves with a mission, and a mission demographics the background the way So if we adopt a certain tsela ya bophelo e le horeng it's not even relevant to us, it will only lead us to our own destruction. So so we need to have a mission, we need to organize ourselves and have a mission. And in our mission, we need to have a plan. And in our plan, we need to initiate. And we need to initiate and find a way how to execute our mission. We need to find a way that how we're going to execute that mission within our plan. In that plan, among the things that are in order for us to execute, we need to discuss is that we need to discuss the issues of resources. According to some hadith that I found, is that there are certain resources that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about. And those resources are the resources of the community resources. One of them is a masjid. Immediately once we organize ourselves and have that means we have managed to secure a type of a resource, a place where we can organize ourselves and we can pray, we can have meetings, we can organize programs in. That is one of them. The second one is the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is the Quran or any book in our shelves. Those books that are accumulating dust in our homes, those books that are accumulating dust in our centers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question us about. The last thing is an alim. An alim is another resource in the community for community growth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has inspired our heart for guidance, but in order to maintain that guidance, we need an alim. As much as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it in such a way that it becomes a wajibul kifaya, meaning if none of us do not stand up, let's say community, there is no scholar or there is no marriage, one of us must go and start learning. And once he learns, he needs to return to the same community and serve it. So it is an important resource in our community because, as I've said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has inspired our hearts for guidance. He is guiding us internally, but we cannot rely on that alone because of our actions, the way somehow our hearts will be affected and become tainted and become darkened. And then that will block the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reaching us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us provision, has given us means in order for us to get guidance, which is the ulama. So the ulama, they are your external guidance. For our own guidance. So as long as we don't understand what Islam entails, we will never prioritize the mission of Islam or the mission of Ahlul Bayt or the mission of Imam Zaman. So once we realize into Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we were not prepared to advance it and even sacrifice our lives for it, then therefore we will be doomed. We will want to see Islam to be serving. Islam is serving our own interest instead of us serving the interest of Islam. Because the mission is very deep. It's very important. It's beyond us. It's beyond our selfish interest. It's beyond our selfish needs. So in order for us to realize, hence we always remind ourselves about the mission of Ahlul Bayt. We remind ourselves of the mission of Imam Hussein, particularly that he died serving Islam. He died giving his life to Islam so that it can be prevented, it can be pursued, it can be also spread to those who are in need of it, in such a way that it's still pure in its sense. For it to So Lorona, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has inspired us with Islam. So if the resources that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is given to us and we are not taking advantage of them, and then we are not protecting them, we are not taking care of them, therefore we'll be questioned about each and every resource ever renewable for Islam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will question us about the books, meaning we need to have institutions tailoring they spread knowledge of Islam. We need to have institutions tailoring the teaching our own young people. Also the masjid, we need to have those places where we can congregate and make sure that we take care of it. And then that those congregation or those centers, they need to serve us socially and mentally and spiritually. They need to also serve the community surrounding it. They need to be the centers of knowledge, the centers of refuge for anyone. They need to be centers of refuge for anyone who needs to get nearer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So those centers, we need to take care of them. And the ulama, they are the cherry of all of those things, because the books, in order for us to understand them, the ulama are there to guide us. The masajids, in order for us to utilize them, it is the ulama that will help us to reach that goal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never made a mistake for us to be guided to Ahlul Bayt. It is said the Shias or the lovers of Ahlul Bayt, they are created with the same soil that Ahlul Bayt is created with. So we are inspired in our hearts because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saw the need in you or Muslim, in order that he sees that there's a potential in you that you can able to do certain things so that they will bring about growth in our Islam. So our life should be dedicated to that. Our sweat should be dedicated to that. Our resources that we are receiving ourselves should be dedicated to that, inshallah. So we need to die, we need to live and die for this Islam, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls us many times where we should dedicate ourselves, we should dedicate our resources, we should dedicate even our children to Islam in order for Islam to flourish. At the end of the day, Islam is the only religion that will flourish. Islam is the only religion that carries the truth, and the truth at the end of the day will prevail. So the people who will be the vehicle or the tools that will make the truth to become successful, there is nothing that is more successful to us, there's nothing that is more meaningful to us except that we should give ourselves in service to Islam, which there is nothing and giving us ourselves to Islam. We need to make sure that in all the provision that we gather, the wealth that we gather, that we should focus it in Islam and make sure the institutions of Islam become successful. Because the success of Islam, anything that you gather, anything that you have, the time that you have, the knowledge that you have, the resources that you have, the wealth that you have, it is because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed them directed to you in order for you already a tool, a utensil to make sure that Islam flourish. And it is upon us, it is upon our hand. And there is no way that we will be successful in making those things possible if we don't unite our hearts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said He created us and united our hearts while but if the and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always training us that we should unite, because unity here. And there is no one who should be a custodian of Islam. There's no one who should be a custodian of resources that they need to bring change in our community. Those who monopolize the resources, we need to stay away from them and make sure that we start making sure that on our own, we can make things happen. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no way that He can bring us into these conditions without hikmah. In order for us to take ourselves out of this situation, it is upon ourselves, it is upon our hands. We don't need anyone, we don't need resources from anyone. There's no way that we can be successful with other people's resources, external from our communities. We should by high time that we should organize ourselves, and then we have enough resources, we have enough potential, we have enough people. Balorin, they will make sure that Islam become a flourish community, because more than the builder community the builder community of virtuous people. We're building a community to sustain Islam. We're building a community that will promote Islam to our black people, because the freedom and the true revolution of all humanity, particularly those who were oppressed, which is our people, black people, oppressed in Islam, oppressed by Muslims, oppressed because they are black. It is high time that we as black people, we find ourselves, and then we make sure that we coin our own initiatives, we coin our own direction in order for us to restore ourselves. Because Islam, there's no other religion, there's no other institution, there is no other ideology that will bring us back to humanity, that will make us human again, that will bring us dignity, except that of Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has been merciful enough to have given us and inspired this Islam in our hearts. And therefore, that means we have a bigger mission, the mission to liberate all our black people, particularly those who are oppressed. Because there is no way we black people outside Islam that we are oppressed. And we go inside Islam, we are still oppressed by people who think we are not Muslim enough. We have seen communities that we were told that you are not Muslim enough to take care of your own lands. Na'udhu billah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the mind, has given us the inspired us. But yet there are people who are restraining and using resources for political gains, using resources for their own interests, and making sure it is high time that we stand up. And those who are using resources to divide us, black people must wake up, because there is a saying which is, until today, it is a very prophetic saying. And that saying, it says, black man, you are on your own. This is a very significant saying. It is a reminder to you, black people, because every time when you face the direction of a beggar, you will never be saved. Every time when you are taking the direction of a beggar, you will never be looked at as a human. Every time when you look at the direction of a beggar, they will never respect you. Until we know that a black man is on his own, it doesn't mean that we should not work with other races. No, we are meaning that we should by now be independent. By now we should stand on our own, so that we can both be in the same field, in the same field, having the very same strength, having the same power, having the very same knowledge, having the same dignity. We need to stand up. And then community, it can only unite unless we have our own mission, our own goal. Our own people know who we are. We know our own situation. It is high time that we should stand and fix that situation before it is too late. Before we are being fed, we'll be fed until our belly, until they burst and die out of being fed. Those who feed us will definitely own us. Until today, for generations, Shia Islam has been in South Africa. Nothing can be until today that has been successful. out of the years that is Shia Islam has been here. So it is high time that we should stand up. It's high time that we should support all institutions that they want to bring about unity in our community. We must support all the initiatives that they are about to bring development in our community. We should start the crèche. We should start all of these things that will bring about stability in our community. Black people, this is the only vessel, this is the only resources that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us, and we must make sure that we preserve them. Those resources, it is currently that we have, that there's nothing else that we have currently, but we can continue and go with and try to organize others that are very important. Our ulama, we need to protect and preserve and fight against those who intend to bring harm to our ulama. Secondly, we need to fight and make sure that the institution of knowledge are preserved and are promoted. We make sure that the places of prayer, they become institutions that will bring about social services to our community, to ourselves, and be service to us, for us, so that we can become stronger spiritually, so that we become, we find peace and refuge in them, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us, inshallah. There is, inshallah, a poem that I want to recite, inshallah. Whether it's a poem or it's something that I wrote, inshallah. It's not finished, but I felt okay, inshallah. Ena ki pikholo yami. Meaning this is a report, yaga, but it's not for me. Ki pikholo ya Zainab, inshallah. Pikholo yami. Re utla pikholo yami. Busheng uri tlogetse ruri. Kakanyo ya lifu ine e phatsima matlhong. Ke tlholegelwa sefatlhego sa galalelo. Khutsafalo e boima pelong. Nna re ke maikutlo a dikhutsana a. Re utlwela pegelo yame. Re setse re apesitswe diketane tse bokete. Ka fa tlasa letsatsi le bollo. Le re phumutse dikeledi tsa nyelela. Fela re ne re fitlhegile tlasa meriti ya abuti le rakgadi. Re utlwela pegelo ya. Inshallah, this is Sukaina reporting to her father about the situation that they faced, inshallah. Those who don't know Setswana, those who don't know any 7 official or 9 official languages, or 7 official languages, definitely, of indigenous South Africans, they should learn, inshallah. To listen to my presentation. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's the libel? Yeah.
Nako.
Ay, nako ite.
Ah. Since we just gonna go like prepare it for you, na go. Subhanallah. Indu we call.
Ya Allah, ya Allah. No, khakulu manzwa khakho. Dikuto tsa khakho. Go re fileng tsona. Re leboga go menagane dithuto tseo because ke dilo tse tshwantseng re di utlwe tse in our modern life. Ke tsona dilo tse tshwantseng re di utlwe from our scholars. Ke ratile ntlha o e tlhagisitseng ya gore tshwantse go na le ba tshwantse ba tloge ba ye go lo ithuta ba boe ba tlo re ruta ba bona. Unfortunately mo situation ya rona ntho is taken very lightly. And you know, assist peer in Turkey, our Toma Moahi Council of Scholars, we got so many questions. Who is Moahi? What are they about? Whereas group from the people of this land, we went abroad or we went wherever Rally Tuta. Ruile no Rala maikarabelo a go ruta batho ba rona empa ba re tima tšhono eo. So ke taba kgolo eo o ne o bua ka yona. Yeah, ne a kids maybe go na le so batlang go se eketsa mo.
No. Tse ding gape a kere ke hore you know, we find ourselves in very difficult situations. Even institutions of Islam, hence I've said that resources that Islam has been used to divide communities. It's a weapon now. People gather enough resources outside and they use them to destroy communities. They use them to poison even ulama. Until today, we have ulama who have not a spine to stand on because of they are being used because of they are in need of resources. And it's very unfortunate that our ulama or ulama in general, they find themselves in this situation, yet are the people who should liberate our people. They should make sure that our people become preserved by this Islam, but yet they've been blinded by these resources and they've been taken north to south under the command of a single man or single person or those who hold resources. It's very unfortunate, and that it diminishes Ebola like it's an ally in our community, and yet people they want to be blinded by that. And those even fighting ulama who seek to stand on their own, who seek to have their own dignity preserved, who seek to spread the knowledge of Islam. Those who fight them, they fight them because of meaning they will follow mo pitsa e loreng e dutlang teng. Ha e dutla ka mole ke mo ba mathelang teng. Ha e dutla ka mole kore if we become as powerful and resourceful like our those who use these resources, like similarly, they will come running, drinking from this side because of so yeah, resources, it's a weapon now. Institutions of Islam are weaponized to divide Muslims and divide communities. It's very unfortunate.
It's very painful. It's very painful as you say that the resources now, they are not used to build Islam or propagate Islam, but rather to cause a sort of elitism in Islam. Or when it causes some elitism, there are some who are always supposed to be above others in South Africa. We are talking about South Africa specifically, but this is happening the world over, I believe. So others always have to be above others, and then they always have to be giving while these ones always receive and whatnot. And it's a very good point that you raised. So let's say one day, inshallah, please say Ameen. Inshallah, please, everyone in the comments, type Ameen. Inshallah, Sheikh Hussein Chinyani becomes a millionaire one day. Halal. Agir, with halal money, he becomes a millionaire. Agir. And then now it means the spineless scholars that Maula Mzwa was speaking about, now they'll be knocking at my door. Today, they are, for example, they are bad-mouthing me, saying a lot of negatives about me and bad things about me. But then tomorrow when I'm the moneyed one, they'll want to come to me now and say, "Ah, no, we were mistaken. Ing. Please, I'm waiting for the Amin." Yeah, you see, I'm seeing the Amin comments. Inshallah, I'll be a millionaire, inshallah. I'm gonna wear a Gucci turban. So this is a very important thing. And just to pick your brain, there's an incident that happened because as everyone knows, I studied under Ayatollah al-Mudarrisi. So I met his brothers and his students. So one of his brothers said, Hadi al-Mudarrisi, very tactical, very smart man. There's a community, I think, in Australia, they wanted to build a mosque. So, or somewhere, I really don't know where. But they wanted to build a mosque. So they called him, Sayyidina, can you please come? Please come help us build a mosque, raise the funds and whatnot. He's like, no, look, I'm a bit held up. So raise the funds and then I will come. I will come, inshallah, to kick off the project officially. They raise the funds. I said, we've raised the funds for the foundation. You can come. It's like, okay. I'm a bit held up. Build the foundation and then I'll come. They built the foundation. I said, we've done with the foundation. It's like, I know, just build up until roof level and then I will come. And then they built all the time, telling them this. And then later, at the official opening of the mosque, now this is, you see how a tactical, a sincere scholar is, how they use the people's own resources to do things for themselves. Later, when the mosque was now done, decorated, functional even, the official opening, he pops up. He comes there, and then in his speech, he says, you see, you never needed me to build this. Yes, I'm here, alhamdulillah, I'm happy to see it finished. But you never needed me. You just needed a few dedicated, determined people to do this. A few dedicated, determined people to do this. And then who will lead the project, who will inspire the rest, and then the project will grow. Today you have a mosque. Today you have a center where you can invite me as Sayyid Hadi al-Mudarrisi to speak to you. You see? So this is just, every time I think about this, I'm like, wow, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Because this saying is now going around a lot on social media. What do they say? They say, you are who you are waiting for. You are who you are waiting for. Nobody's coming for you. You are who you are waiting for. So this is a very important topic and a very important discussion that you had. And I don't know, concerning this story, I said, Hadi, I don't know, maybe you can perhaps you can add a few words, inshallah.
Inshallah, all I can say is that we are more capable, and we are more capable, as I've said, that we need to organize, have a mission, have a plan, have a goal. Currently, we do have resources, as I've said. Some community do have resources. We need to utilize them and make sure that we inspire other communities to have such resources as well. Some communities have their own resources, but yet they are not utilizing them. Masjids will turn into places that they will never become operational. You know, we find even scholars who are not even being utilized in their own communities. I mean, these are people of your own blood, you know, of your own hood, same place. But yet we are unable to utilize this resource. But anyway, as I've said, that we are more capable of doing anything we want on our own. We don't need any help. We just need to be inspired. That's all. We just need people to inspire us, and we don't need any help. I mean, we are on our own. People have made it clear, or we are on our own. People don't want to help us. People don't want to see fit to the community surrounding, they become flourish and become successful. So we are on our own. Let's use our own capabilities, our own might, and then we can move forward with that, inshallah.
Yeah, no, it's true. One day, inshallah, we'll be quoting that guy and say they didn't believe in us, but God did. Inshallah, God did to the world. I know, re lebogile go menagane ntate Ditlopo ka Mlangeni. Re lebogile gagolo. Thank you very much for the words that you have shared with us. Re kopa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala a etse a go tlhogonolofatse, inshallah, grant you all that your heart desires and that you need and deserve in this world, inshallah ta'ala. Ne ke kopa o re tswalle ka dua, inshallah, tate Ditlopo. Just a few
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آله في هذه الساعة في كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا وذليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه على الأرض وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين آمين رب العالمين إن شاء الله كابوننا كما تأتي على تلا إن شاء الله.
Thank you very much to our speaker, and thank you very much to our viewers. If it wasn't for you, this would not have happened. Thank you very much for your time. Inshallah ta'ala, again next year after the massacre, inshallah. Kindly remember that tomorrow we are having the water drive in Soweto, and on Saturday we are having the Arba'in program also in Soweto, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. So please attend, please contribute to that, and please, yes, bid yourself to Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam, renew your love with him, renew your allegiance with him, renew your, affirm your love for him. أبا عبد الله الحسين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless Muwakhi Council of Scholars, all the members, Sheikh Ali Muruti Ali Nchinyani, Mfundisi Barking Brother Tolani Mbonani, Morena Khiwa Musai, Ntate Muhammad Kwatle, Le Maula Mzwa, and yours truly. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect all of them, grant them long life in the service of Abu Abdullah al-Hussein salatullahi wa salamuhu alayh. For those who are still watching, there's something that I'm looking for. Let me quickly add it here, and you will love it. A beautiful rendition by an African boy reciting a very beautiful, touching poem about ziyarah of Arba'in. Just give me a moment, inshallah ta'ala, and it will be up here.
شراع السفينة يمشي بينا الكربلاء راح على باب المدينة سير لقينا ملتقى سألنا الكرة الأرضية منو أهل العزوبية زيارة أربعينية تقول الشاهد عراق حسين متسفرة من الموصل إلى البصرة لحد ما تصل الحضرة عراقك واحد عراق